Our Plant Stories has been nominated as a finalist in the Independent Podcast Awards in a new category called Environment and Natural World. I'll let you know how we get on. Thanks to all those who are regular supporters of the podcast with their commitment to buying a monthly coffee. And to Anne, who also sent some caffeine my way this month, all of which goes towards paying for this podcast, the hosting platform and the editing programme. The link is in the show notes. And now, a plant story. This is a podcast where two joys meet. I love finding stories and I love plants. So put those two together and you get Our Plant Stories, where people talk about the plants that are or have been important in their lives. Series 3 will launch on Tuesday, the 4th of February. And Constance takes us back to 2001. It's autumn and she's in the New York Parks Department, part of a team planting 1 million daffodil bulbs. A Dutch man's gift to New York City, his response to the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center.
And what I love about Mr. Van Wordenberg's gesture was that it was so fast, spontaneous, not sentimental. I'm looking right now at my TV, Lyndon, and he saw a horror, and his response was, some people might find this too light, but his response was, let me give you some beauty and color in years to come.
And we hear how millions of daffodil bulbs have been given away to New Yorkers to plant every autumn since that attack. We'll also be hearing from Lucy about her 6-year-old self and a rather unique plant trust.
One summer I decided I'd set myself a mission to raise awareness of weeds as plants that deserve love and attention, just like everything else. I remember spending at least days, maybe weeks, designing a logo for this weed trust. I wrote newsletters, put them together in a little welcome pack for the two people who obviously really wanted to join the club. They were desperate to. It was my mum and her best friend, so let's just say I ruined their girls' nights in that summer.
Lucy's now doing her Masters in Biological Sciences, focusing on urban ecology. And history often creeps into these stories, sometimes in the form of trees, like this one.
In 1802, the Empire is organizing the last expedition, and they will come back with a bold cypress, this one, which is about 222 years old, and which has been given as a parcel from Napoleon I to the owner of this small chateau. 1 year after, 1803, Napoleon I is going to sell all the Louisiana to our American friends so they can have this huge country. So this tree is a very strong symbol for them when they visited this chateau.
As I said, two joys, stories and plants. I'm looking forward to learning more about people's passions for plants. And of course, we also always learn how to grow the plant, whatever it is. There are already over 40 episodes available wherever you get your podcasts and on the website, ourplantstories.com, where you'll also find lots of information and growing tips on all the plants that have been shared in the past. You can email me your plant story at sally@ourplantstories.com. And maybe it'll feature in this new series. Do follow the podcast so you don't miss any episodes. They are monthly, but we also often have offshoot episodes because, well, plants are just so wonderful. So if you follow the podcast, you won't miss those. And I'll see you on Tuesday, the 4th of February. Thank you for listening. If you want to show your support for this podcast via Buy Me a Coffee, then the link is in the show notes or on the website, ourplantstories.com. I promise you, your virtual coffee will go towards the podcast, not plants.